Welcome to another Thirsty Taste Thursday. I have a special guest with me on tonight, and tonight we're going to be doing a versus. So, what do we have on your side?
So we have red apples, strawberries, raspberries, and what do you have on yours?
I have some blackberries, I have some blueberries, and I have green apples. We're going to test both of these out and see which one is actually the better taste. Which one do you think?
I think mine, obviously.
Alright, we'll test them out and see.
Okay, so guys, this is a peeler. So right now I'm peeling off the apple skin because you can't just throw it in, otherwise you will taste the skin and you will get it stuck in your teeth when you juice it. So you gotta peel it first. It's the first part about juicing a fruit.
Alright, and so another thing that you want to do is when you're doing your strawberries, you don't want the stems to be in there. So you go ahead and you cut these stems off so that they don't actually be in your way. And this will actually help for the taste to be a lot better. You won't be getting choked up by the stems. So you want to go ahead and just get them and cut off the top. So that way, once you start to actually juice it, you can actually just taste the strawberries and you're not getting the stems in your juice. Alright, so now that the strawberries are actually cut, what I want to do, or what you should do, is to put them into some water so that you can actually clean them. So I'm going to put them into some water, and this is a way to just make sure that your strawberries or any kind of berries you have are actually clean. Now you can measure how much baking soda you actually put in there. Me, myself, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but for this video I'm not. I'm going to just put some in here to make sure that it gets nice and clean. And then I'm going to also add some vinegar in here. And with the vinegar, you should see it start to sparkle. If it's not doing this and it's not bubbling over like that, then your vinegar is not actually working. And as you can see, there was some little things that you can see. It's going to clean out all of the bad bacteria or anything that was sprayed on your actual berries. So this is always good to do to make sure your berries are nice and clean.
This is what it looks like after you clean your berries. And you can even see different stuff in there, like blackberry pieces, and blueberry pieces. And there's even some strawberry bits left at the bottom. And if you really you can see all the bubbles reappear.
And as you can see, this is some of the juice from the strawberries, the red apples, and the cranberries. And what we're doing right now is we're juicing it to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and that we get a good taste. It's definitely beneficial to have a juicer, so this way you're just getting mostly nothing but juice and it'll be a nice smooth taste. Now you want to continue to take your fruits and put them in there, and this thing, what it's showing, you got 1 cup that is going to be just basically taking all the stuff that's not actual juice, and then you have the other cup that's going to take in all of your juice that is made from the juicer. So this way you don't get all those big chunks in your actual juice. You still may get some in there, but it won't be a whole lot of it. And this is how you go ahead and juice. So you want to do your blueberries and blackberries at the same time with the apples, and as you see, it's going to give you this blue and black looking juice, but you will taste the apples in it, so that's the good thing about it. You know, even though it may look a little weird or whatnot, once you actually taste it, there's a good taste to this, and you just want to keep on blending And it's going to get a little messy, so don't be afraid to get a little juice on your shirts or whatnot, and just keep on going. But yes, this is us juicing up the blueberries, blackberries, and green apples. Alright, so moment of truth, what we all been waiting for. We gonna test both of these drinks out, see which one works for us best or which one we like the best. The gray cup represents the raspberries and the strawberries and the red apples. And then the blue cup.
Let me say blue cup, pal.
Go ahead.
The blue cup is the blackberries, the blueberries, and the green apples.
Alright, so now we'll test them out. So let's go with the gray. That was good.
That was.
Alright, well now we're gonna try the blue. Alright, so which one did you like better? Just put your hat by it.
Yours was a little chunky.
Alright. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go with the raspberry one as well. I think the one with the blueberries, it was good. If you had a little bit more apple in it, I think the apple brings out the better taste. But yes, I'm gonna go with the raspberries and strawberries and red apples. This has been another Thirsty Taste Thursday. Alright, so throwback cartoon that deals with people in middle school, and for some of you all who may have kids that are going back to middle school or going to middle school possibly for the first time, or even you may be watching this and you are a middle schooler. A good cartoon to watch is Doug. This is actually brand spanking new Doug, and you can watch this on Disney Plus. This is a throwback cartoon, and it deals with Doug Funny as he goes through the many different stages of being in middle school. One of the things that you can definitely look at in terms of going to middle school is the changing and changes that you may actually face. Some of those changes are you actually having multiple teachers. So when you're leaving from elementary to middle school, you have more than one teacher that you see on the regular. And so this is something that actually changes up, and Doug deals with this in his cartoon. Then also guys and girls looking totally different than how they looked when you were in elementary. In this cartoon, you get to see one of the characters named Connie, who used to be a big girl, go to a slim girl. And this happens oftentimes when you start getting in middle school. People start to develop and they start to look different than how they once actually used to look. Another thing that happens to a lot of people, and he talks, and this is expressed in this actual show, is some of your old friends actually move away, and some of your old friends may actually be in different classes than you, because you'll start to see the separation between you all, meaning that some of your friends are smarter than you, and due to testing, they will put them in different classes than you may actually be in. And then you may start seeing some people that you hadn't seen, or maybe you went to school with at some point in time, and maybe they moved away or something, and or they went to another school, and then you'll meet these people again. So you see this also as well in the show. And then another big thing is you will also see changes in people's families and their lifestyle. One of the major characters in the show is Roger, and Roger used to be I wouldn't call them poor, but him and his mom lived in a trailer home, and then in the brand new spanking Doug, him and his mom go to living in a nice big mansion, and he is now rich. And so you will see that as well in middle school, that you will have some friends where things were going good and well with their families, and now they're doing bad. And then you'll see some people where things weren't so great in their family, and now they are much better. Alright, and another thing that I'm actually having a taste for that I will get into on another time, and that is that there's 12 states that are going to be restricting their SNAP benefits, and they're going to basically tell people what they can't buy and the things that they can buy with their SNAP benefits, and there's going to be certain things that they won't be able to actually get. But I'll get into that on another time. But as always, I know what I want and I know what I like, so don't worry about my tastes.